Pay attention.
Creepy weirdo.
I would like a strong, powerful woman to protect me.
He'll fight for America.
Hip. Poopy square.
The Playable Characters Podcast. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 104 of the Playable Characters Podcast. My name is Brian McGinnis. Across from me is my friend for life, I hope.
Calvin Cato.
Never know with this kid. Always getting mad at me. You okay, man?
I'm great.
Welcome, man. Episode 104.4 on your FM dial. Sounds good, I guess.
Sunday. I
Sunday.
don't know what that
Playable Characters. Oh, speaking of Sunday, we're doing it's early, but in August, we're doing another live show at the Long Island Retro Expo. We got booked. We're coming back. People are excited.
Yes, they are.
We're bringing some live guests.
Yes, they got.
We had Mega Man 1 box art guy last time and 2 dueling Pokemon trainers.
Yes.
This one's going to be bigger and badder and awesomer
Than ever.
Yeah, and it's a great expo, too. Come for the 2 days and hang out with us.
Totally lovely. Please do. Also, remember to follow us on Instagram.
At Playable Podcast.
At Twitter.
At Playable Podcast.
Follow us on Facebook.
Playable Characters Podcast, I think. It's the whole thing. Facebook.com/blah, blah, blah.
And also, we have a Patreon. So
yeah.
please, the more money you give us, the better these recordings sound.
That's
so
right. We're going to start making them really shitty, guys, if you don't start giving money.
In terms of today's guest, I'm actually really excited.
People have asked for this guest.
Really?
Yeah, people be like, you should do this guy. And it's like, it's a PlayStation 1 icon.
Yes.
I get it. It's first of all,
also in the running for the mascot, which is funny that we've had this we had Crash Bandicoot on, who was also in a very, very similar vein. In fact, I think they're buddies.
They probably are. Oh, he's getting a little annoyed. But I mean, and here's what I want to tell people: give us a fucking chance. He's a goddamn dragon. It's not easy to book these guests sometimes. Yes. And I kind of gave it away. You probably saw in the title of your podcast, but here we are with the one and only Spyro the Dragon.
Hello.
Hey guys, how are you?
Dude, this is so
doing great.
Amazing. First of all,
yeah, that's great. I don't want to be right off the top. I love the studio. It's so great to see you guys. I love your banter at the beginning.
Thanks.
I would love it if you edit out the Crash Bandicoot references. Him and I
we're not
good.
Out?
Really?
We're not good. Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
That guy sucks shit.
Whoa.
He's the worst. Have you had him? You've had him on?
He was on a few weeks. Like
he literally was just on here. He said nice things about you.
I don't. You know how you get these things through your people and
stuff.
Yeah. I might not have wanted to come in if I saw that. And nothing against you guys.
Wow.
But he taints a room. You know?
Really?
Like he has an aura about him, and I hope it didn't rub off on you guys. I hope you guys have had a good couple weeks.
I think I know what you mean. It did smell a little. Is that what you mean? Like
everything about him. He stinks. He smells bad. He sucks shit through a straw. He's just the worst guy.
Whoa.
We worked together for a little bit for this Game Boy, and it was one of those things where like the fans asked for it. And,
yeah, I remember that.
And it's so. I mean, what do? You go up and down, left. Like, come on, man. What is this? Mario topped that back in the day,
dude.
But Crash also spins.
Hold on. This was my gripe with him. Remember, Calvin? I said. His game was from 1, 2, 3. They didn't change at all.
Yeah.
It was the same game, and so effing hard.
And then what they do is they talk to fucking I don't know who they got at our company. Somebody got roped into it. I don't know. Somebody had some house they had to pay off or something. So then we do a show we do a game together.
Yeah.
And it's just.
I mean,
I'm out there. Those games are whatever. You know what I mean? You know, like American Pie was great. That first movie.
Yeah, sure was.
And then American Pie 2 was really great.
Yeah.
Right? And then all of a sudden later, there's like what do you call it? Like band camp. You
right,
know?
Yeah.
And then the Naked Mile. That's what we're talking about with this crossover with Crash Bandicoot. You know.
Cash grab, I guess, in a way, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's just a shitty guy. But I mean, I don't want to speak out in this current climate. I don't want to start putting stuff out there, but it'll come out at some point what Crash is really like.
Wow.
And when it does,
oh my God,
we'll know, and everybody, and then maybe I think a lot of people that I grew up with will be, came up with will be vindicated.
Well, that's interesting.
Wow.
He seemed nice and genuine, but.
He does.
He's been hit on the head so many fucking times.
Well,
remember?
that's right.
Yeah.
Mental illness is a huge part of it.
So maybe he's one way for a couple hours, and he could be completely different in front of you.
That guy was around back. Because we were around back in the late '90s, and it was like Toby and Leonardo and stuff. We were all going around LA and stuff, and like
wait, who's that?
He McGuire.
Oh,
he was an actor. They had this group.
Yeah,
it was very
DiCaprio,
vulgar.
come on.
You know?
I mean, that's what I thought.
Sorry, as an insider, I also know Toby and Leo.
Yeah, literally, if you had a shot in 1999, you were at Spago. You know, like I mean. Ben was there and Matt, of course, and they were talking and they're, we going to Goodwill hunting, and I was like, all right, well, I'm hunting dragons and eggs and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But back in those days, before all the bonks on the head, Crash just sucked, man. He was a bad guy. It was a real shame. Really tainted a lot of those memories. But God love him.
This is kind
Good
of
luck
like
to him. I like that he's out working the road, again, trying to get back into the system.
This is kind of like Mario, where it's like he seems nice, but everyone says he's kind of a dick. But this is the first time I heard about Crash. So.
Mario's always been good to me, but
really,
it's just
most people don't like him.
I've heard, but it's one of those things where like every interaction I've had with him has been good. Doesn't mean he's a good person. Just means that's the face he's showing.
It's like
me.
Trump. People are like, he was so cool to me.
Totally.
But I guess Mario makes
you know
sense.
Trump, Spyro?
I've never met him, but I've heard the worst things. I have some people. I don't know if you guys remember. Golly, this is the second shit that was in all the games. What was his name? The Professor. Do you guys remember the Professor?
Yeah.
He made me pay money and stuff to like learn how to fly, and it's like I know how to fly.
In your game or Crash's game?
In my game.
No, in his game.
Professor
Spyro,
Neo
in the early Spyro games.
Oh no, just the Professor was his name.
Gotcha.
Which was always weird. Why did he not have a full name? His name was just the Professor.
Yeah, he just sucked. But he's Trump's chief of staff currently right now, which sucks.
Oh wow.
It's like last week's guest,
all those
the
CEO.
CEO.
Money assholes. Yeah.
Goodness.
Some guys just want to keep their name private, like the CEO last week.
Yeah.
He just didn't want to.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I'm glad to be here. And now that we can get started, we'll start again. We'll just do like a pause for the edit. I know you love a nice 52 round number.
Yeah.
We'll do the pause and. Hey guys, thanks for having me on the show. This is so great.
No problem.
Thank
oh my
you, Spyro,
gosh.
for
I'm glad you're controlling the narrative. Literally, I love it.
Thank you.
Well,
well, I noticed you're here by yourself. Where's your little dragonfly friend, Sparks?
Sparks. I didn't know. You know how it is. Okay. So like, here's the situation, Calvin. I'm sure this happens. Brian, once or twice. Sure. You get asked to do something. You're on a podcast or something like that.
All the time.
You're not just gonna show up with Calvin, right?
Yeah.
What power move would that be?
Right, I guess.
And so like I ask, of course, because Sparks is out there, he's trying, he's still working, and he's a writer now. He's trying to write. He's got to working on a screenplay and stuff, and it's pretty cool.
How's he writing?
Not good. It's not going well. He's got those little. He tries to type with his wings, and it doesn't work. But I want to bring him into stuff. But if he's not requested, I'm not going to bring him.
That's how I feel with Calvin. I want to bring him in sometimes, but they're like,
No. Well, you just don't want to be. I don't want to look like an asshole, Just walk. Like I've heard tale of that Sonic fella.
Yeah.
We have the same management, and I've heard that. Like,
Big Dave.
Yeah, Dave. You know Dave. Hell of an emailer. I've heard stories about how back in the day he would always try to bring like Tails and Knuckles and all those guys and stuff, and they would always. And then how they got kicked off Howard Stern in '96 for it. So,
oh wow!
Yeah, when they did the E show back then.
It's so badass, man.
I'll
Sonic
keep that in mind. No animal entourages.
Yeah, okay. or on your guys' end or whoever does your booking.
Yeah.
Let them know ahead of time. Hey, feel free to bring
a posse or bring a guest.
Yeah,
not the whole posse.
No, yeah.
Not like Floyd Mayweather here.
Yeah, you don't need the whole Twisted Metal cast rolling in here. Leaving track marks all over the floor, all over your arms too. If you know what I mean.
Whoa!
PlayStation was wild back in the day. We had the Sony industry in 98, 99. I could tell you guys some stories.
It was like Atari in the 70s, huh?
Right?
Exactly.
I was like, let's think of this gossip. This is crazy.
Yeah, except for Molly was around.
Was it just like that with all the PlayStation mascots and potential mascots?
Yeah, well, and again, I'm going to say, I don't want to tell stories out of school or whatnot, and it wasn't me as much. Like I was, I'll put some stuff in my nose or whatnot every once in a while, but when you breathe fire, you got to be careful with what you fuck with,
Oh, hell yeah.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Like seriously, like I can't.
Because when you light up coca, it just turns into crack, and that's dangerous.
Totally, you get it. And then another thing that happens is, let's say I do a little MDMA. I want to get a back rub or something like that.
Yeah.
Somebody starts touching my scales. I'm literally burning everybody in the room with fire. And those commercials were great where we're burning those sheep, but it's really sad when it's a person you loved for the last 5 years,
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, it's rough.
I can't imagine that.
But I got it under control now. And
Good.
I haven't had a fire accident in, going on 3 years. So.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations.
That's
really cool, yeah.
So you're like completely clean and sober now.
Totally. And I've been sober from alcohol since day one because obviously,
Oh, right.
Yeah. I threw down a shot of Everclear and goodbye, the whole room goes down. So, but I haven't put any nose cocaine in my nose for several 3 years, going on about 2.5 years.
Okay. You seem
nice. You seem very chill.
Well, hold on.
I want to go back.
He doesn't.
But I do want to go back a little bit back to these wild PlayStation parties. So, like, what are all the Final Fantasy characters? So, like Cloud and Tifa and all of them, are they
sometimes
Lara Croft?
I'm going to be honest. A lot of them, they were a little more. I don't know, a little more hoity-toity. Probably made the right decisions. Real honestly, they weren't out doing all that kind of stuff.
They're all just kind of like pouty or something in the corner.
Yeah. You know who was always fun though was the Sega characters. Anytime the Sega characters were around, that was always a good time.
Yeah, they were badass.
It was kind of gauche at the time to do it, but I loved hanging out with the Nintendo 64. Any of those? Star Fox? You ever? Fuck with that guy?
We had Peppy on once.
Oh, Peppy. Oh, yeah.
Peppy hair.
So good.
Great guy.
Falco was really fun. Falco is a heart of gold. Axe seems like a real butthole, but he's a real friend.
Oh, that's good.
Answer your phone today if you call him today. Of course, he probably needs it.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed it. It was a fun time. They were giving us money and we were using it.
Yeah. I didn't know they all just hung out. That man, I saw you, we miss out on these fucking parties. That seems so cool.
Yeah.
I know.
I feel like we're in the scene, but we're not. Like we're so close.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like God rarely gives with both hands. And I feel like I'm kind of getting that right now because I don't know if you guys know, but Spyro the Regenerator.
I was gonna ask about that.
Totally. It's been great. It's a dream come true. Okay, so like, do you guys remember the American Pie film franchise? It's kind of like, do you remember how they kind of went downhill with all the Naked Mile and whatnot? Yeah. And then later they come back with American Wedding. Yeah. American Reunion. And you're like, oh boy.
I'm not gonna lie, American Wedding I did not think was good, but American Reunion.
Well, you know what?
Funny.
That's on you. That's your decision to make a wrong one. And but American Reunion is so good. And so that's kind of what we did. And what was so fun to get the crew back together because I don't know if you guys have dabbled, but we did reshoots. So they did all the CGI shit to my face to make me look younger. The same stuff they did to Sam Jackson in the new Captain Marvel movie. Which I don't know if you guys have seen.
He does look very. It's very good.
I loved it. I'm on record with loving it.
We cannot sweat. Brian hasn't seen it yet.
I didn't see it yet. I want to see it.
I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to see it with you. I went on a date to see it. Yeah. It was lovely. It was really
fun. Your date
fun.
or the movie?
Both.
Good.
It was great.
Well, that's good to know.
Actually,
finally,
wait, you went on a date to Captain Marvel? First date?
No, this is like a fourth date.
Good.
Look, I didn't even know you. You don't tell me anything.
Well, no, because I didn't know if it was actually going to turn into something. I've learned to not jump the gun anymore.
4 is pretty good for you, man.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Congrats.
Well, that's why I didn't want to get a penning thing on here because I was like, oh, this is actually nice. So I was like, maybe we could talk about it.
Will be fine. It'll be a fun story to talk about over dinner.
I don't know. I hope so. He's very nice.
Yeah. Do you guys remember Spawn, that movie Spawn?
Oh, yeah.
Oof, I saw that not on a date.
That was one of the best looking movies. One of the worst movies, though.
Bianca the Kangaroo, and I saw that in the theater. It was pretty cool. Yeah. She jacked me off. Every time Leguizamo came on the screen, I was like, all right, we can tune out. And then she would just start jacking my dick off. Yeah.
Can I say this?
She kept saying, crikey, you're going to come. I remember. That's exactly how she said it.
I thought you were, I'm not saying you're not, but you have this wholesome look and vibe to you. Yeah.
Well, I'm a grown-up.
You are.
I'm not a 12-year-old dinosaur or whatever, a dragon anymore.
Yeah.
You forgot what you were?
What's that?
I love that. I like this spot. I'm just surprised, but
you go see the DiCaprio today. You go see him in what's his latest flick, The Aviator. You go see him in The Aviator. Django.
Revenant.
You're not like, oh look, it's that fucking kid from Growing Pains. We grow up, we get older.
From Romeo and Juliet.
We get jacked off in theaters by kangaroos. Then don't answer our emails 5 years later.
I would be scared. Kangaroos are strong. I would be scared of getting a handy from one of them.
I got from the kangaroo.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, you have a dragon dick.
Yeah. I don't know what you're working with over there, but my tool is a little different.
Definitely. I can kind of see it the way you're sitting. So
I don't know if you guys know this. This is a fun fact. This is just like fun dragon history. Yeah. They tried to circumcise us for a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those fuckers didn't end well.
I would think so.
Yeah, a lot of fire.
One cut, 2 cut, burned. You know what I mean? Like it's just they didn't. Yeah. So
damn.
We had his name Parthnook. We had the Skyrim dragon on a couple months ago.
Sure, yeah,
do you know him?
I see him in auditions and stuff, but we don't.
Yeah.
I have nothing against him.
He's enormous. You're a good sized dragon. He's enormous. That guy. We were in like a hangar.
Yeah,
like an airport.
Well,
hangar.
I have a lot of respect for him because here's my thing, and I don't. This is kind of like my cause. I have like a work. When you go work with the charities and the nonprofits and stuff. A thing that's really frustrating to me, and especially today, there's a lot of stuff like I don't know if you guys remember, like when Aloha came out. And they had what's her name?
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone playing an Asian character, and you're like, well, that's not right, things like that. Well, here's the problem that happens a lot in film is dragons being represented on screen
by dinosaurs,
by CGI.
Oh yeah.
By only CGI.
Just CGI.
You know
Oh my
what I mean?
god.
Like I was close to getting the Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Oh, that'd have
And then they end up going CGI.
been good. That's a dream job. Huh?
Yeah, that would have been. You know what? That would have done it. And I didn't know Spyro Regenerated was coming. So I mean,
okay.
It got soft for a couple years with the money and stuff like that. Same thing with there was the Hobbit movies. I was gonna play that.
Oh, what's Smaug?
wow,
Smaug.
Yeah. I even said I was like, just let me act it out.
I think you
put
because you're
Cumberbatch in the voice. So I'm fine with it.
You're kind of bright purple. That's why, like, they have that like scaly lizard like look, and you have this wholesome.
But I assume you can dye, right? I mean, Scarlett Johansson dyes her hair to play Black Widow.
Yeah,
you can dye
but-
your hair.
But
Same
then
thing.
also,
Or dye your scales.
Like Michael Jackson talking about, like dyeing his skin or something. Sammy Sosa, what are you talking about?
but you know how it's
That is
frustrating.
vitiligo, and I will not hear otherwise.
It's frustrating when a casting director tells a dragon you don't look like a dragon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I know what a dragon looks like. You know.
You
and
are one.
honestly,
yeah, exactly.
I trust George R.R. He's a friend, and I believe that if he got those guys at HBO and he put us in, if Jon Snow's fighting my ass, you'd believe it.
You could have done the job.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you look like your resting face is a fun, friendly face, but you could put on that evil
I
dragon
still can
face.
shoot fire out of my goddamn mouth. Yeah.
Case closed.
Yeah.
And I watched
you
like a little
booked
bit of the new trilogy, and like now you're so much more expressive. I don't know if it's like dragon Botox or whatever, but like you can make angry faces.
Well, that's
said that was,
also
like,
that's a
little-
lot of the cameras they updated for these.
Oh,
when
that's
they
it,
when they
okay.
do all the shots, you know, and stuff. It's a lot better now. And we just had a thrill working on that. And that's the thing.
good.
That's what I'm saying. Why maybe you got one of these older characters on from another PlayStation game. Yeah, I don't know. You get one of the, like I said, the cars from Twisted Metal or something.
Right.
They
Sweet
can't
Tooth.
tell the truth, you know, because they're still looking. They're hungry. They're looking for. I'm hungry. Don't get me wrong. But I just got this new Windfall.
Yeah,
I got
that's
this
true.
second round with this Regenerated, and now we're talking about maybe putting out more games that are good.
Ooh,
Because we put out a bunch of bad ones, you know.
Yeah.
And the bad ones are fine, but the bad ones buy you,
little
a car.
appetizer. You know,
Yeah.
it's-
But it's
yeah.
nice to have one that's a hit. It brought down a little bit. They just now packaged. I've seen they're trying to package us with this other games. There's this guy Crash Bandicoot, great friend, love him. He's good.
Yeah,
You just said a
what's that?
lot of that.
Yeah. No. We added it.
Remember-
Oh right,
remember
yeah.
we cut that.
And edited that as well. But now they're selling us as a book pack
Right.
for $70. Like if you're on the Xbox store, if
Sure,
you're on
sure.
the.
Yeah.
And here's what I would just say is, maybe just spend the $40, save some money, buy my game, buy the
Yeah.
Spyro Regenerated, and then just I don't know, like donate the rest to a charity or something.
That's
like
nice.
That, you know?
I mean, honestly, the Crash games
That sounds like a very 50 Cent Ja Rule situation.
are so hard and repetitive.
Yeah,
I still like them. I was like Crash.
I like it too. It's now honestly, like I said, we're friends, me and Crash, but it's fun to try to jump up the same 4 logs for 4.5 hours.
I
You know,
agree.
that's fun. That's what people want out of games.
I'd rather fly as a dragon.
Yeah,
than
they
run
don't want to
around.
fly and have an open world and be
Yeah.
able to. Oh, look, I found that. Oh, the redemption of finding that one gem that I couldn't find, and now I'm 100% on this world. That's some money. They don't want that.
Yeah.
They want to have a hard time getting over a pond.
Yeah.
One hit kills and deaths all the time.
Yeah.
thanks.
You want to be transferred to another section of the level where all of a
Yeah.
sudden you're like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what they
That's
want.
fair.
I'm gonna get the Spyro games.
I think-
haven't
you
yet.
should. You should.
I'm going to.
I got a
Yeah.
code. I got a coupon code. I'll
Oh,
give it to
yeah,
you.
Oh,
definitely.
sweet. Thank you. Yeah, please pass that
Yeah,
along.
totally.
That's around fly.
It's the one use, so you guys can I don't know if you share a system or something.
We don't.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, one of you then thumb
You
war
can.
over it or something.
You can-
Okay.
yeah.
Calvin's off busy, on going on dates and stuff like that.
That's
so it's
true.
like I'll just give it to Brian.
There you go.
How do you feel about like Ratchet and Clank? Because I know they also used to work under
Yeah.
your studio as well.
They're
Technically,
great.
you
They
guys
got
are-
a
yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. You know how it is.
It was actually very good.
It was
good.
You're too close to it, and I love them both, and I
Sure.
wish them well. And I sent him a text the night of, when I saw the numbers, I was like, "Don't worry, it'll find its audience." All cult classics do. But
I think it didn't do well. For some
no,
reason.
I don't think it did.
Yeah.
But they're wonderful, and I'm sure. And I mean, whatever, they're gonna land on their
Their
feet.
game's
They
outstanding.
they've never not landed on their feet.
Right.
Actually,
And I don't know if I meant that as a joke, but I like that it's gonna laugh. And then there's also, who else we got from that era? There's
Lara Croft.
Well, Laura's fun, yeah, but all the human looking, they all kind of stuck together,
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I just always think because for me, like I was associated since you and the neighboring studio, it was you and Crash, and there's
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank, and then Jack and Daxter. Like you
Oh,
guys were
Daxter,
all
yeah,
friends,
that's what I was.
There's always a lot
yeah.
of duos.
Yeah, and it was great. And I got that fucking fly, that dragonfly hanging out there with me.
Sparks.
Yeah.
And he's great. And Sparks, we only had one falling out. I'm sure you guys can know when. It was in, I remember when we did the third game.
Yeah.
When all of a sudden Sparks was like, I think he had a different management at the time, different representation and stuff. And he's like, I want some...
It's like Flavor Flav and Chuck D.
Yes.
Like when they started feuding.
And he pulled a Capadonna and was like, hey, I want some time. And so then he started doing those overhead levels. And you're like, all right, buddy, well, I love you. I'll let you have it. Maybe get you a bigger check on this. But it's like, sometimes in films when they let somebody write lyrics to a song and then they're like, okay, now we're sharing the publishing rights.
Sure.
Yeah,
It's like, I know what's going on. I know you're going through a
Okay.
divorce, bud. But those levels are garbage,
I brought up a few minutes ago your bright purple. I love the color. Are all your
Thank you.
kind like
Is my cock purple? Is that what you're asking?
No. Where used to like the lizard looking scaly are there more like you that are just like give a whole race or species of dragon? Okay, I was just
all
curious.
the dinosaurs in Dragon Kingdom are colorful and also great attitudes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Colorful personalities as well.
That's why the kangaroo hand job threw me off.
Totally, yeah. They love music. They love an artist. She was a kangaroo. She was also confusingly from the dragon world, which I didn't fully understand.
Oh.
And a lot of those. I mean, that was what was fun. Was there's so many that are there's so many of us that we could hang out with. That was fun when you think back. And then time goes on, and it's kind of weird. Like Agent 9, you guys remember that? I don't know, Maniac. He had a lot of head stuff. He was worked on by evil doctors, and so his brain wasn't right.
Oh.
And he loved guns, and now he's a big NRA guy. And so you can't even look at his Twitter anymore. It's like one of those things. But you wish him well.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, I wish it was still 2015, so I could send you a text, buddy. But now it's like, oh boy, they had it coming. It's a false flag, and you're like, yeah, I know you've been through a bunch, but yeah, it was kind of rough. And
Spyro's got a lot going on.
I know, seriously. Do you still keep up with the villains? Like, there's Nasty Nork.
Oof.
Did you call him
Nasty Nork?
Did you pronounce the G in the first one? Nasty?
Nasty Nork.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you had the G and they're like nasty.
Nasty.
Like
gnocchi?
Nasty.
Oh, that's fine.
Nasty New York. Actually, is that how you pronounce it? Maybe in
yeah,
language?
It is. Yeah.
Nasty New
What
York.
a dick. He's so
what
smart.
Did you ask though?
Oh. I was saying, do you keep in touch with any of the villains?
No, Nork died.
Nasty New
Nork
York
died in 2004.
Oh, no. Of what?
Brain tumor.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is he CGI in the game then? Is he in the game, the new one?
Yeah,
No, he's in the new games. They just recast, and it's fine. And they did a lot of recasting actually.
Sure.
If you watch,
they couldn't do like a Michael Jackson hologram.
You can't find a lot of those extras. There's a lot of extras that were playing like side characters and stuff like that.
They're just regular lives.
Yeah. I'm there.
We're at Ripto.
I'm real. Ripto's real. Ripto's still around.
Okay, good.
Ripto's fun. Do you guys know how he got his name?
No.
This is true. So
Farts?
So my name is Spyro. That's born and raised,
Yeah.
It's named after my father, who's also Spyro. And Ripto though was just a day player. I don't even know his real name because he's changed it since then. But when they released the first Spyro game, when it got released in Japan, the game's the Japanese spelling of Spyro, the Japanese character spelling of Spyro, those characters look like they're saying Ripto. Does that make sense? You understand what I'm saying?
Interesting.
So it kind of looks like it says Ripto. So then when people were like, oh, it looks like it says Ripto, but it's actually saying Spyro in Japanese or whatever. And so then when they made the sequel, they were like, oh, we're going to say Ripto, And so I thought that was always a fun little story.
I did not know that.
I thought it was like some curse word or something.
No. But I thought
dildo or something.
Yeah, it's kind of a fun little story there.
Dildo's Rage.
Yeah.
Dildo the Dragon.
Ripto's great. I keep up with a bunch of we all like send texts, and of course when we were doing Regenerated, I think the hardest part was...
How do you text?
What's that?
How do you text with those big dragon?
I just use them.
Yeah,
I got a special phone.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people got rid of the blue or the BlackBerry, but I still like to keep it around because it has that keyboard, and I can really.
Do you use voice text a lot of just no?
Not as much.
You like typing, huh?
Yeah, you use voice text.
I just figured with your not pause, but what do you call it?
I mean, I've had 20 years to learn how to text. It's like I came in early. I had the Razor at first. I was doing the 10.9.
Oh, wow. That's a good teacher.
Yeah, I wish I had voice to text then.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Also, sometimes there's certain words. Sometimes I do voice text, and a little bit of fire comes out. I fucking burn up a phone.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I talked to a lot of people when we were doing the remake. Bianca. It was great. I remember actually was the villain in the second game, and then later became a want
it's all the sorceress's fault though.
Totally.
That's always nice when
a lot of those bad guys, they all kind of you want to be around the good guys. You want to be around. They're needed, but I don't want to hang out with sorcerer. Any of those stuff.
They're a little depressing. The magic's too dark. I get it.
Totally. Bentley is great. He's a moron though. Remember the
which one was he?
abominable snowman looking hell fella?
Yeah.
Big moron.
Is he?
He's talked about getting hit with rock. He's smashed a lot of rocks with his head and stuff.
You know
like
what?
That, so.
Most snowmen characters are always make them dumb.
Totally.
Yeah.
The wonderful Michael Keaton and Jack Frost. Remember that?
Olaf and Frozen.
Boy.
Olaf and Frozen.
He's going next to fire. You know.
Wanna build a snowman? Yeah, that's from Frozen, right?
Yeah.
Olaf. Yeah, that guy.
Fun fact: I just saw Frozen this year.
We talked about it on a podcast.
Fun fact: yesterday,
a few months ago, I think.
I was in line.
That's when I saw it.
I was in the waiting room for an audition yesterday. They're doing the Game of Thrones, the spinoff, and I'm hoping to get it right this time.
Well,
Dragons.
Hopefully this helps. Maybe we can get a little push.
I'm trying to push anything out there.
Yeah.
But I was in the waiting room. I had a Spotify open. That's fun. Spotify, Spyro, you know. And I was listening to the soundtrack to Frozen because I've never seen the film, but I wanted to hear that soundtrack. And goddamn, Kristen Bell's got a hell of a voice.
Oh, she's amazing.
She lets it blow.
Do you guys think Kristen Bell is a A-lister or a B-lister?
A-plus lister.
A-plus lister. What do you
In
think?
our hearts, I think.
Ooh, so that sounds like you don't.
Well, no, I think she's an A-list.
You know what? You might be right though, because she's not starring in a million things.
She's a B-lister.
starring in
I love her,
but she's starred.
She stars in the Frozen 2's coming out.
It is,
and she stars in the biggest sitcom currently on television.
Veronica Mars.
The Good Place.
The Good Place is the best.
Oh
show
yeah,
in the world.
and Veronica Mars.
I give her A+. I do. And her and Dax just seem
like a delight. Do you guys know
delight.
he's not affiliated with the video game culture as much, but he does stand up comedy in New York. So maybe
Dax
you guys know those circles. No, our friend. Do you guys know Nasser Khan?
Yes, yeah.
I met him in auditions in LA a couple years ago. He did a lot of stuff with College Humor back in the day, and I tried to do it. We did like a one-off. Like remember when they did Very Mary Kate?
No.
Do you remember that? It was a College Humor.
You're very inside the
series.
biz, Spyro.
I know.
I've been living it for 25 years.
You have.
Yeah, it's true.
You know. But I met Nasser Khan out there, and we became buddies right away. And then he started doing comedy. And then he moved to New York and stuff like that. So I get to see him stuff. He tries to tell me that he thinks that Kristen Bell is a B-list actor, and boy, does it ruffle my.
I think she's great.
I mean, I think I think she should be A-list, but I don't think she's
forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Technically speaking, she's not A-list. A-list is like Julia Roberts, Charlize Theron.
What the fuck has Julia Roberts done? Julia Roberts is doing a mini series about a podcast.
She's doing like a L'Oreal shampoo commercial.
She's on Amazon Prime. Okay, Kristen Bell is
Prime.
Disney's biggest princess right now.
It's kind of true.
And
she's
The Good
Place,
Place, star of The Good Place.
Right. You know what?
But it's about money moves. Julia Roberts makes more money. If Julia Roberts were to star in a movie now, she would get at least 50 million. Whereas Kristen Bell, I don't think
she would get maybe 15,
Julia Roberts
20.
doesn't get 50 million.
Not 50. You're insane. When Jim Carrey was getting 20, that was a huge deal.
They make Mona Lisa smile too. Maybe she gets 15. Maybe 15 million.
If Julia Roberts were in a Marvel movie, she would get 50 million.
Well, she's not, is she?
No, that is weird. Why isn't
Paul Rudd is.
I tried to be in a Marvel movie once.
You did? Wait, which one?
Ragnarok. You guys see that one?
Oh yeah.
I think it's great. And
actually, they would need mythical beasts.
Well, in the beginning, the very beginning of that, when he's escaping.
That's what I was trying for.
That is my favorite movie in the world.
You know what? You ever do? You guys, you guys do comedy and you do podcasts and stuff like that.
We sure do.
Ever?
We'll get to it soon.
You guys go to improv. You guys ever go out for auditions?
Yeah.
I do
voiceovers.
When you do auditions, you ever improv something?
Sure.
And then later you see you don't get the role, but you see the role and the improv is there.
I want to murder everybody within 50 miles of me.
I don't want to blow up Taika Waititi. I also don't want to say that wrong, but
you definitely did. But yeah, that's
it's
fine.
not his fault. It's definitely somebody else along the line because he wasn't in the room when I auditioned. But when we're doing the auditions, it's not Chris Hemsworth there. It's not Thor himself. It's somebody reading for Thor.
Sure.
But so I'm standing there and I was like, hey, how about? What if he was like doing a spinny thing on the chain because he's hanging from a chain? What if he's doing a spinny thing?
That was you.
And they're like, you don't need to. You're just literally you're just the beast right now. And then in the movie, I see him start doing that chain thing, and I'm like, well,
that literally set the tone of the entire movie because you knew it was going to be funny. Just from that part, I was like, oh, okay.
And I don't know, maybe it was an obvious choice, and a comedic mind would have made it. Any comedic mind would have made it, because I don't have the chops. I wasn't at the improv, I wasn't out there doing the store.
You seem like you should be.
But I had friends, like my buddy Leo.
Yeah.
That's really messed up. I can't believe that happened.
I hope you.
Is that why you stick mainly to just video games? Because you're like, Hollywood is too much.
I'd get rid of video games in 1 second. You know what I mean? I'm auditioning.
They don't pay well, Kelly.
It's hard to get a job when you're a purple dragon.
Yeah.
And it sucks. Harder than you'd like it to be. But
do you know Puff or Pete's Dragon at all? Or?
Pete's was before my time. Yeah. I mean, if I saw him, you go to the events, sometimes the autograph signings and stuff like that.
Sure, like a con or something, like a Comic-Con.
Yeah, and you never con. No, it's like It's like a
Dragon Con.
No, it's not even that. It's like
DragCon is probably different than Dragon Con.
Yeah,
it's like
DragCon and Dragon Con, two very different things. Although maybe you should do DragCon. Honestly, drag queens are making a resurgence right now.
That'd be fantastic.
They're everywhere. Shangela was on like the red carpet for the Oscars.
Shangela?
You know Shangela?
Don't give me that again.
Okay, Shangela literally is on the red carpet.
Isn't Shangela when Chelsea Peretti married Angelina Jolie? Shangela?
I don't think so.
Is that not it?
That was a stretch.
I really thought I had it.
I love it.
See, that's why I'm not on the stage. I'm not trotting the boards like you guys.
That's all right, man. That's all right.
Shangela's the best. Shangela.
Never watched the show.
Have you seen Community?
Of course.
That's
my favorite show in the world, besides Good Place.
Okay, do you remember the one where Pierce is friends with or the Hawthorne wipes becomes all the gay people love Hawthorne's wipes?
Yeah.
I got a pocket full of Hawthorns.
Yeah.
That's Shangela.
Oh, okay.
But she's in she's in fucking A Star Is Born.
I didn't see that either yet.
Wow. You just hate gay people. All right,
dude,
Spyro.
You have ink all over your pants, okay? Who are you to talk?
Hello. That was a good one. You see that one?
No, actually did not see A Star Is Born.
Me neither.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah,
you just gave me shit. Did you see that, Spyro?
Mm-hmm.
Like...
Now
I give you shit because how do you not know that Shangela's in A Star Is Born? It's a whole thing.
And you said you didn't see it, but you didn't see it either.
I say because I get annoyed by white people being sad. I can't do it anymore.
Oh, yeah.
We're a very sad species.
We are.
Right?
Well, it's the racism. Maybe stop being racist and you'll be happier.
Yeah.
Sorry, Spyro.
There's a lot of weird shit with dragons too. A lot of like in racism and stuff like that. You guys remember that movie? What was it? Dragon. It had Matthew McConaughey and Christian Bale in it.
Oh, is that the one where it's like dragon, where it's like the last dragon or something?
No, it's the
Dragon Storm.
No, but it's similar. It's in that same vein.
The Last Dragon.
It's the one I forget it because
that was a good one.
It really, really bummed a lot of people out. But it's about when dragons come back and stuff like that. And it was just one of those movies that just made.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I mean, the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, did Ayn Rand write this? What's happening? It's just so. Every wrong and racist viewpoint towards a dragon, but then there's a couple people I know, a couple dragons I know in it. Because you gotta get a paycheck, but also it's like when you see a little person in a movie doing all the great, or you see somebody doing a voice that's like very stereotypical. It's like you can't hate them for doing it, but also you're like,
the
why can't we
Indian
just
voice or the gay lisp?
You're like, why don't you just do the right? Why don't you just be yourself and let the character be a real person or a real dragon?
Because awful white people like me assume, this is what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like I remember one time I did an audition thing. It was like for like they're like, oh, you have a could you do like an urban voice? Like they still say that, which I'm like, what?
One look at you screams urban black guy.
Yeah. What did you do? Did you do it?
I mean, I did. Yeah. Well, because it sucks. I mean, like I was still like, this is pretty offensive.
Totally.
But also, like you need the job, and like if you want the job, you want the job. You're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Do you know Dragon from the Rough Riders?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Good.
I do Capadonna, and I still know each other. He still texts, but it's
crazy.
Yeah.
Do you get offended by Komodo dragons? Because they're technically not dragons.
Ooh.
No, I don't. I don't think so. I mean, I know I don't, but they are technically whatever you want to say.
They keep to themselves.
I'll be very honest on this, and this is raw. I'm trying to do like a Maron type thing here now because I've been listening to that. Did you listen to that, Mark
Maron? Sometimes.
Yeah, he just had his 1000th episode. It was great.
We did 100.
Yeah, I will. I mean, it's not a race. But I do sometimes. I'll be honest. If I'm at a place and who I do get nervous about is dinosaurs.
Oh,
really?
Dinosaur characters. I never know.
Oh yeah.
I saw the great guy from We're Back. We're Back.
Oh wow!
Oh,
my God,
I saw him. I saw him at like a little event. We are I have a nephew that goes to school in LA, and his son they go to the same school, and we were at like a school musical type thing. And then I see him, and then
is your nephew a dragon or a human?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't know. It's one of those things where, because it's like
I still don't know what it was.
I don't know, because some dragons and some dinosaurs have. I don't have that hate. I don't have that weird fear.
Yeah.
But I don't know where he's at with it.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say hello. But then I'm like, am I being wrong by not saying hello? Am I making him think, oh, he's one of those dragons that hates all dinosaurs and thinks they're glad that they were extinct for a while?
Yeah.
I don't ever know.
True.
Also, this is fun.
Sure.
I auditioned for a Jurassic Park. Or Jurassic World, the first one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got like pretty far in it to play one of the raptors.
Wow.
And it's one of those things
I
where
can see that.
It's like you're playing with house money, though. I'm like, who's fucking directing this thing? I am a purple dragon, and you want me to play a raptor?
Well, they were like, genetically engineering them, so maybe one was purple.
I think they just wanted the stories.
You're more of a brontosaurus, though. Let's be honest.
There's a lot of things wrong with what they were doing, but it was fun to meet Chris Pratt and stuff like that. And we talked about that's actually that was before the Ragnarok
A-lister.
He's an A. Now you think he's an
Yeah,
A-lister?
he's definitely.
He's starring in a Marvel movie. So
Now,
anybody
see,
that's
him, I would
starring
say
in
A-list.
Marvel.
Which
Okay,
I don't want him to be, but he is an A-list actor.
Yeah.
So is Zoe Saldana an A-lister?
Yeah.
I literally think anybody who stars in those movies, and she doesn't. She
Yeah, Marvel
stars.
was
She
a-
co-stars.
But no, but she's in that,
She's
and she's in
supporting.
She's in that and Star Trek. So
She's a supporting actress. I don't know.
What about old time Hollywood? Alistair Cookie, is he an A-lister?
We got a ghost sir. You want to keep going doing this game though?
yeah,
Sorry. You
sorry.
want to play a different game with us, Spyro?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's play a game of Wed, Bed, Dead, everybody.
All right.
America's favorite game show on a podcast. I haven't said that in a while.
I know.
Spyro, we're going to give you 3 video game characters. Tell us who you want to wed, who you want to bed, and who you want dead.
Gotcha.
Sound good? So this first one, very excited to have him on the as one of the choices here. Joe Musashi he's a shinobi guy.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
he's a ninja from
A
Shinobi.
ninja from is he the shinobi guy or is he just like
Actually, this is very random. He is not.
He's
I
not.
I just read a
Looks
whole
like
article
it,
about this.
but
But he is a ninja.
he looks like I forget like it was like Ninja, one of the He-Man characters, or like he was like
He
a
reminds me of my buddy from Gaiden, Ninja Gaiden.
yeah. He's an awesome
Can
looking
I-
samurai.
Do I get all 3 before I have to make a decision,
Yes,
please?
yes.
Thank you.
He's in all black.
What if I had to choose right now? That'd be terrible.
It would be weird,
I say wed, and then all of a sudden the next one's
right?
you know?
Yeah, the next
Yeah.
one might be like the Blob. So
Yeah.
who knows?
So this next one, I think we had him once before. Bomberman.
Yes.
Okay.
We all know him. You know, he's
He's been in countless series. He is a
literally
franchise.
countless. He's done like 150
I respect
Yes.
it. I respect
of the
franchise.
same game though. Like
Yeah.
he needs a huge reboot. I think.
Oh, yeah.
Jason Biggs had 4 of those American Pie movies, so I
That's
respect the
true.
franchise.
Yeah.
Bomberman. So that's him. And this one's interesting because I want to see what you guys say. Max Payne.
Oh.
Yeah. Who's in the movie Max Payne? Who is?
Yeah, there was a
It was,
who played Max Payne?
Marky Mark.
Marky Mark. Yes.
Oh
you're
my
right.
God!
Mark
Good
Wahlberg.
lord.
Thank you, Spyro. Once
That
again.
guy's fun because he owns a restaurant now, but back in the 80s, he beat a man's face until he went bald or went blind.
And he also yelled racial slurs at black kids.
Sure.
So that was great.
But look at those
Yeah.
abs and that underwear.
Yeah.
All right, Max Payne. He's got a lot of problems though, right? His family, his whole family died or something like that.
Yeah.
He's one of those
He's noir.
generic
I ain't got time
noir
for that.
brooding
Yeah.
guy. So anyway, Joe Musashi,
Okay.
Bomberman, and Max Payne. Who do you say?
Wed,
Spyro?
bed, and dead.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to wed Bomberman.
Interesting. How come?
Just because I don't know. I don't want to fuck him and I don't want to kill him, you know?
That's sometimes it comes down to that.
Do you think it'd be a
Yeah.
little dangerous with the fire breath and the bombs?
When the bombs ever.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck, I never thought of that.
Oh, that is a great point, Calvin.
Yeah, I'm switching it up. Okay. You talked me into it. I'm going to wed Max Payne
Okay.
Hmm.
because he deserves it. He's lost one. You know, let's
You
try
wanna-
and make
you
it
wanna
right
try
this
to-
time. Yeah, and
right.
I'll cheer that fucker up. I'll introduce him to some people. I'll introduce him to that kangaroo.
You know,
She
Mhm.
jacks him off, you know, in the movie. You know,
Sure.
I'm sure Leguizamo's got something coming out. You know, and then all of a sudden Max Payne's got something coming out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
okay, I like it.
And then I'll kill the ninja
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Joe. I like his name is
Because-
Joe. Joe the
I know.
Ninja.
Right?
because
It's like
as
Tom
a
Cruise, the
dragon,
Last Samurai.
I'm not a tough guy, you know, and
Okay.
nobody thinks that Spyro's a tough guy anymore. They forget that I'm a dragon. you
Yeah.
know? But if all of a sudden everybody's like, "You fucking hear Spyro killed a ninja?"
Oh, you going that route with it.
Immediately, I got street cred again.
See, I've
Oh,
done this.
true.
I've done this before for the street cred. Remember,
Yeah.
and you guys were making fun of me.
Because it's
I've done it for the street
nonsensical.
cred. I killed like M. Bison or Sagat or something like
Yeah.
that. It was like
Sure,
somebody.
yeah.
It was,
Yeah,
I
some,
mean, I guess fair.
it was some badass, and I was like, you know what, I'm
Yeah.
gonna take him out. And the town cheers my name.
yeah,
You know,
The town.
yes, the town I live in,
The fair town of Queens.
Massapequa.
yeah. Plus, it
Um,
would be fun to try to figure out how you bang Bomberman. You know, like how do I get my rod inside that? You
So that's what you're going with?
Yeah.
You can bet.
So bang Bomberman, marry
Yeah.
Max Payne, and kill
Shinobi.
Shinobi.
Interesting.
Fair enough. Fair
Now,
enough.
does Bomberman keep his outfit on? He's got like that ice climber
I
snowsuit
don't know if
on. it looks
Bomberman
like.
has hands because all I see are those little like balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
But I guess
Oh,
you do
we know what
little
you're
ball
doing
play.
then. We know what you're
Ooh.
doing then.
I hope my buddy.
With the human butt plug over here.
No, God.
That was my nickname in high school.
Oh,
Oh, over here. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
My nickname in high school was over here. Everybody would be like, over here. And I'd be like, "Rah, you fire."
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah, it's oh boy. I might have to I'm gonna wed Joe Musashi.
Okay.
I think similar to like last week's where I wanted to wed Vega. It's like first of all, I think he just looks cool.
Yeah.
He's a cool looking ninja. It's not like a generic. He's got some cool stuff to him, you
Mhm.
know?
Swords.
The swords are cool. not a gun guy, but swords are kind of cool because they aren't used to. It's just they're used for like very calculated moves. I think, and that'd be kind of cool if he can teach me. Chop a watermelon in half. Do some.
You already play Fruit Ninja.
Fruit Ninja VR. So I'm gonna wed him just to have it'd be cool to again. No one's fucking with me if I'm with a ninja all the time.
Totally, yeah.
A super high level samurai. No. This is where it gets tough though.
Okay.
These next two. So I'm gonna bed Max Payne here. To a similar reason to Spyro, where it's like I think he just needs it.
Yeah. Sad ones fuck.
Yeah, he might just you know what? And I'm not like super into it, so if he's not either, I'll be okay with that.
Yeah.
If we just like touch dicks for a second or two, he's like, nah, I'm cool, man. I'm too sad.
I mean, that is
I'm like,
sex.
that's fine.
Yeah.
And we'll go watch TV or something. So
You're still gonna hang out with him afterwards and just watch TV.
we'll watch a show.
I'd
Watch The
try
Good Place.
Yeah.
Something happy to cheer him up, If he doesn't laugh at that, then he's got to go.
Yeah.
Right. And then I'll dead Bomberman just because, first of all, he's blown up so many times in the past anyway.
Oh yeah, he might come right back.
He might.
Not a
He's
big problem.
dangerous as fuck. He's just got bombs everywhere.
Yeah.
That's not safe.
It's
No.
not.
I don't like bombs.
So yeah. So
Either.
that's
Has to be controversial.
those are my choices. I'm sticking to it.
I think I agree. Easily.
Cheers.
I knew easily dead Bomberman. Right off the bat, too dangerous. I like walls. He's gonna blow them up.
All
It's
of them.
not a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, unless I want.
You do
contract-
like walls.
Huh?
You do like walls.
No, that's the thing. I like walls. He blows them up too. Well, yeah,
I just like it. It's a good sentence.
All of them. Paul Wall.
Yeah.
You can't. All the walls. Calvin likes.
Wailing.
Wailing Wall. Berlin. Great
Nah, not the Berlin Wall.
Wall.
Although I do like 99 Red Balloons. Good song. Nina.
There you go.
Get into it.
Yeah.
99. Anyway, so yeah, he can go. Bed Max Payne. I think that you'd be nice. Nice like spy post. trauma
Wait, is that what
sex.
you call his cock? A nice spy post?
Spyro. Spy Post.
Oh, that rhymes. That's fun.
Yes. So yeah, Bed Max Payne. Wed Joe Musashi because I think that he'd be. First of all, he's very loyal. I mean, he ran through 7 stages just to save his girlfriend. So
okay.
if I get kidnapped, he's coming back for me.
Yeah,
He has Shuriken, which is great.
And you are probably gonna get kidnapped. Let's be honest.
Totally.
I mean, totally.
Some mob is gonna come get you.
Listen, I weigh like 130 pounds and I don't eat often, so I'm totally getting kidnapped.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also he has Shuriken, which is great. Like if I'm like, hey, turn off that light, ching.
He's gonna break it. He can jump up there and turn it off.
Yeah, but
why are your light switches so high? First of all.
You ever hear the clapper?
Hey Google, turn my lights off. So it's simple nowadays.
Oh shit! All the lights went off when he said that.
See, there we go.
Did we stop recording? I hope we didn't stop recording.
I know.
All the equipment shut off.
It's okay. We got a backup.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's so smoky. Let's tell ghost stories.
Spyro's mouth is kind of glowing with this fire. That's kind of cool.
It's really cool.
You're like a jack-o'-lantern kind of.
It's nice. You could be like your own lava lamp. I love this.
I am my own lava lamp.
So, all right.
Yeah, so that's what I go with. I think we all did well today.
Yeah.
We nailed it.
This
So
was
much.
fun.
So, Spyro, this has been so great.
Yeah.
Good luck with the new game. It's great. I'm going to get it very soon.
Thank you
by
so
the way.
much.
And in all seriousness, I will get it because
By the time this comes out, I may already have it.
What I will say is everybody get it because it is without a doubt the best game today. And I'm not just saying that as the star. It is the most fun game.
Yeah.
It is so good.
We got to get you on more late night talk shows. Talk about your
I would
stuff.
love it.
Seriously.
I'm in talks with Conan's people.
Well, good luck with that.
They want me to do a sketch. I'm like, okay. Preparation H Spyro or some shit. And I'm like, all
weird.
right, buddy.
Yeah. Maybe just like grilling like a barbecue or something.
Yes. Right? Oh, actually, that's a good idea.
There you go. So this has been
Thank you
great.
guys so much.
Thank
Follow
you.
me on Twitter at Spyro the Dragon.
We will.
That's real, so please do that.
Everybody, thanks for listening.
See you next
Spyro.
week. Follow
Talk to you.
Spyro on Twitter.
Yay.
Woo.
Today's playable character is portrayed by Patrick Hastie. If you're in New York City, April 1st through April 6th, Patrick Hastie will be running his 1-hour show at the Creek in the Cave in Queens, New York. Please check it out, creeklic.com.